If you've been wondering how some drivers are running 70-stop medical routes while others wait on $12 app orders, this is the blueprint. Welcome to Life by Sharon B, where I break down real ways to make money through gig work, delivery contracts, and independent income based on real experience. First, let's clear up the biggest myth. A gig courier and a medical courier are not the same. Gig drivers wait for orders. Medical couriers run scheduled routes with predictable stops and pay. I've personally worked routes with companies like Stat Overnight, so I'm not repeating theory. I'm giving you the real strategy. Drivers is to land high-volume route. Stop searching for delivery apps. You need contractor partners. Top companies assigning routes include major labs, logistics contractors, and regional courier services, but don't just apply on their sites. The real listings are on job boards like CB Driver and Indeed. Search terms like specimen courier, dedicated route, or pharmacy distribution and filter for contractor listings. Now here's how 70 stops is possible. It's called clustering. Dispatch groups your stops into tight delivery zones. You might have 20 stops in one building or 50 in one zip code. Density is profit. Less driving means lower gas and more earnings. 40 stops usually takes about 4 to 5 hours. 60 or more is a full professional shift. Most stops take under 2 minutes because locations expect you. Certifications confuse people, but most companies train you after hiring. When I started with Emership, now Stat, I had 0 certifications. They onboarded me and put me on routes. The real requirements are reliability, a clean record, and a dependable vehicle. Here's realistic math. Around $210 gross for a high-volume route. Minus gas and expenses, take-home can be about $176. Which averages close to $25 an hour profit. You won't start with 70 stops. You start with small or backup routes. Show up early, communicate, and be reliable. Dispatch rewards consistency with bigger routes. Most drivers fail because they decline small routes, ignore messages, or expect big money instantly. In this industry, consistency is what unlocks high-volume assignments. Check the description for resources and subscribe to Life by Sharon B. If you want real strategies that actually make delivery work profitable, I'll see you on the next route.
Okay, so my first day of being a medical courier went so smooth, okay? I got to the pickup location at 8:30 and ended at 11:15. So what's that, like 2 hours, 45 minutes? We just don't estimate it's 3 hours, about 3 hours. That's it. The longest distance that I had to drive between 2 stops was like 30 minutes. That was like the longest I had to drive to get to the next stop, from one stop to the next stop. The rest of them were like 20 minutes or less. It was easy. It was so easy. I'm like, it's 11 o'clock. I could go home, eat, take a nap. I've literally done what I needed to do.
I don't care what nobody tell you. As a medical courier, you can make your car make you bank. And I mean more than a 9 to 5 ever could think about making. I'm a medical courier and I make no short of $1,000 a week because I'm part-time. And I work when I want to work. And I'm also in the house, hell, sometimes before noon.
I'm a medical courier and I made $1,400 last week. Well, $1,450, but they do take out $50 every week from your check for their insurance that they make you pay for the blood. So that covers the blood, but you do have to do your own regular insurance. I don't count that as like a cost of the job of my car payment or insurance because those I would be paying anyway. I don't have any different insurance to do the medical courier job. I don't have an LLC to do this. Like theoretically, you could get in trouble if you get pulled over and they find out you're using your car for work. Like if you get in an accident, you could not be covered if you're using your car for commercial use, but you can make your own decision. I decided I'm risking it for the biscuit.
Hey guys, so today I added another company to my medical courier independent contract business. I've opened my own personal medical courier and supplies business. I'm new to this industry. I have other businesses, but I kind of wanted to tap in this field.
Didn't I tell y'all this business is hot? That girl that's making $1,000 a week, remember, she's doing it only part-time, y'all. And then the other girl that's doing it, making what, $1,500 a week, $1,500 a week, that's on the low end. My payouts would be like $2,000 a week, $2,200 a week, and more sometimes. Now remember, I have a medical courier class tomorrow morning, Saturday, October 18th at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Zoom. So get your tickets ASAP. I'm giving away the full game in this webinar. To register, go back to my profile and click that link right there with the red circle around it. Register today, y'all. If y'all ready to get this money, let me teach you how. Let's go.
Today's Medical Courier work day. So I do part-time work with this company, and today we have a couple of deliveries to make, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. And I know I also owe you some true crime content, and I promise you it is on the way. If you have any questions about medical courier work in general, feel free to ask in the comments. If I know the answer, I will definitely answer it. And if not, I ain't gonna BS you, and I'll find out and come back. So right now, I just completed my first pickup, which is right over there. And now we're heading to the second location, which has a total of 31 boxes that I have to pick up. So I'm praying to God that they will fit. They told me that the boxes were not that big, so we'll see what not that big means to them. So we just got to the hospital, and I'm trying to get as close to these stairs as possible because 31 boxes, I don't know how heavy this whole thing is going to be, but I'm not trying to struggle. Hello. Thank you. Okay. Oh my shadow. Yeah. This load is heavy. Oh my God. So crazy. We're able to get all of it in here with plenty of space for the next two pickups. Yay! Now let's give these people their cart back. Just got to stop number 3. My parking is not that great because it's not going to take that long. I was saying, where I can't see you. I'm picking out for. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Like I said, super quick. Literally less than a minute and I'm out. I love pickups like that. Sit that one back here. Now we start the drop-off process. I have to record from this angle because my glass roof is reflecting some of the information on the packages. And you know, that's a HIPAA violation, child, so we can't be on that. So for whatever reason, I thought I had 4 pickups, but in actuality, I had 3 pickups and 2 drop-offs. So right now, we're going to drop off the larger one because that's going to one place. And then the other 3 smaller pickups that I did along the way, those are all going to the same drop-off. I love when they're able to line up routes that go along the route that I have to go anyways. So it's kind of like free money. Just got to the first stop.
Can I help you?
Yes, I have a package for a shipment for drop-off.
For which department?
And we're in. Appreciate it. Got everything loaded and now we push. So we dropped off the big order, and luckily the manager was able to come out with a cart, and all I had to do was load it up and he took it away, so I didn't even have to worry about pushing it anywhere. I love being a girl. Now in the midst of all that, I also got a 4th pickup, so now we're heading there right now, about 4 miles up the road, and then that one is also being dropped off at the same pharmacy that the other 2 are going to, which works out perfectly. I love when they're able to find stuff for me along the way, like I said before. So all in all, I'll end up making around $80, give or take $1 or 2. I started at 2:15 and it just hit 4 o'clock. I'll be at the final destination around 4:30, 4:45. So yeah, about 2.5 hours of work for $80. I don't think that's bad. But that's why it's also important to get your own contract, because if that's what I'm making as a 1099, imagine what you would be making if you had a direct contract with these companies that you're delivering and picking up from. And that's low-key what I'm working on. Actually, high-key. Hi. Picking up. That was super quick, and now we're off to the final drop-off. Now that the gang's all here, let's drop them off. All right, we're finally to the last place. Oh, okay. Finally. Hard to hold the phone in these, so we made it. Oh. Hi. Hello. All right, so I got some areas for you to sign. So friends, that's a wrap. We finished at 4:47, so that was literally 2.5 hours, and we made around $80-something. Now, I also got notification of another gig for tomorrow, and apparently this cancer center, one of their lab specimen machines went down, so they need somebody to transfer lab samples back and forth between the different facilities, and I might be taking that. So if so, that one I think pays like $300 or $400 for the day, just driving back and forth, and it's within like 10 miles of each other, so I think I'm gonna sign up. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you would like me to do more of these, maybe I'll record tomorrow.